Today we are going over a baby registry. I find them on Amazon and I tell you what to get, what to skip. Today's is going to be a small one focused on essentials. Let's jump right into it. So the first item we have here is a pack and play. Now for me, a pack and play is an essential, but I call this one the Cadillac, where there's like a changing area and like a little bassinet type area. Also, there's like the top row and the bottom. So you can put baby like elevated, take out those two top things, and there's still like a top layer. I don't like all this. I actually just like one big pack and play where they go all the way down to the bottom. And then when you go to put this thing away, all the pieces will fit in that storage container box. Usually it's a bag with a handle. That's how I like it. So I like pack and play, but I like simple pack and play. Next, we have a learn to sit chair. Parents are typically going to get something to put baby in, a swing, a bouncer, a chair. This would not be my pick. Okay, I think baby needs to practice naturally sitting up, say on a quilt, when they're ready. This, to me, is supporting them and therefore kind of rushing them, or they're old enough to sit on their own and then they're sitting in the chair. Like, let their muscles develop how they're supposed to and when they're supposed to. So for me, this would be a skip. Moving right along into some clothing. So we got a little cute little set with the knit, onesie and hat. My only thing on this, it's a little more stylish, maybe not quite as functional. The next item has the zipper, it has the footies. That's more practical. This one could be for pictures or just like almost like taking them out in public, but they're still comfy. So the first one, I like it. I don't love it maybe. It has the snaps at the bottom so you can do diaper changes, but as far as getting it on and off, like it's not as easy maybe. And then I like the footies to keep their feet warm. So those are my like knocking it against the first one. The ribbing, the buttons, they make it look more stylish. So again, you could take them to like a restaurant and instead of putting them in a two-piece outfit or something uncomfortable, they're still comfy. So up to you. I also don't recommend getting baby hats like on their own because a lot of outfits like this will come with a hat. So the 3-pack here is more practical. It's got the footies, it's got the zipper. Now, if you get newborn or even 0 to 3 month, find ones that have a cuff on the sleeve to cover their fingernails if they scratch their face. You don't have to use it, but it's there if you want it. Okay, so that's my recommendation there. Moving right along, we have body wash for bath time. It looks like both of these might be body wash. So ultimately, it's up to you what you put on your baby's skin, okay? Go for clean, go for non-scented, and yeah, talk to your doctor, dermatologist. I am not a specialist in those areas. Then we have wipes, diapers. Love that. That is essential. That is practical. That is what I'm all about. All right, let's just keep moving from there. More diapers, more wipes, it looks like, and then more wipes. Okay, so this is great for so many reasons. Obviously, it's practical, it's essential. When it comes to wipes, as long as they're stored well, like not, out in the summer heat or something, they won't dry out. They're in the original packaging, they should be fine. You're gonna use wipes literally for like 5 years because even once you potty train, it's still nice to have wipes in your car, in your diaper bag, with you, in your purse maybe, because we still have sticky hands, sticky faces, and messes. So diapers are great. I'm always gonna say get diapers. 1, 2, 3, even if you want size 4 and size 5, put them up in a closet. Don't forget about them. You'll thank yourself later though, when you have those free diapers from your baby registry. Wipes are awesome. I like essentials. This is where the money needs to go for raising children. The essentials come first. All right, next we have bottles. Now, I don't know this mom specifically. I don't know if they're planning to breastfeed, to pump, going to work, putting their kid in daycare. I don't know what their journey is going to look like, but typically bottles are an essential. Now, I breastfed directly, so I didn't use bottles hardly ever. So for me, it wasn't overly an essential. Now, if you're interested in me doing something like this for you, this baby registry audit or review, whatever you want to call it, I would love to do so. It's one of the services that I offer. What you can do is look for a link down in the description or comment, tell me more, and I can get in touch with you and talk about going over your baby registry before your baby shower. If possible, before you send out the invites for your baby shower as well, to give us a little more time to get it straightened up and ready to go. I know baby registries can be very overwhelming. We want to keep them minimal. We want to keep them focused, and we want to get essentials and essentials for you. Okay, like I just said, bottles seem like a common sense item, right? But for me, I didn't really use bottles. All right, we want to tailor our baby registries to ourselves and our specific journeys with baby, not what your best friend got or even what your sister recommends. We want to get what fits your lifestyle. So like I said, if you're interested in my services and me helping you specifically, look for links in the description or comment, tell me more. All right, let's keep it going. Next, we have the Frida electric nose aspirator sucker. I think it's an electric boogie sucker. Basically, I personally wouldn't get that. If I found my kid was very snotty, maybe, but for me, that would be a no. The no-touch thermometers are always a good choice. So up to you if you want the no-touch or not. Babies get sick and it is nice to know their temperature. All right, next we are getting into the car seat stroller vibe. So first item is a waterproof car seat cover. Now it looks like it's good for rain and cold weather. I will say this looks a little complicated. I don't mean that to sound rude, but just where it's hooked on and it almost looks like it's got like 3 different flaps you can put down. So might be a little more complicated than what I'm used to. I just did a winter car seat cover and it didn't balloon as high up. It was a little more flat on baby and their head just poked out. And it was kind of a quilt essentially to keep them warm, but safely done. Always important to keep safety in mind with these items. The price isn't terrible. It's just, are you going to use it? Are you going to keep this on all winter? And does it functionally make sense for you? Then we have the Evenflow modular travel system. So I love when you can buy a car seat with a base and a stroller. Then they're all compatible. So I'm a big fan of travel systems. I went with the jogger. It'll be linked down in the description under my favorite products. It was the Graco Fast Action Fold. We loved it. Now, why did I go with a jogger? I wanted the big tires to go to the apple orchard and to just do all terrain. I didn't want little wheels like this. So that's a big sort of decision you have to make. Now, this kind of stroller is nice because the infant car seat, basically that seat you see there unclips and the car seat can clip in directly. So that can be really convenient with a newborn. My jogger, the car seat did clip in as well. Always important with a stroller, make sure that you can do the infant car seat because when your baby is 2 months old, they can't just sit in a big kid stroller. Like they're flopping around, they're falling. You either need a bassinet where they're laying flat or you need them in the infant car seat essentially. So again, that's why I'm a big fan of travel systems where the car seat clicks and connects. On this one specifically, you have the car seat that can click in. It can go forward or backwards. Then you have the seat, as I'm going to call it, and it can go forward or backwards, okay? It can clip either way. There's also a bassinet option as well that you could purchase. It would be an additional cost to this. When it comes to strollers like this, there are some models that can also be turned into a double stroller. I would highly, highly recommend trying to get that one if you can. All right, so thinking for the future, thinking ahead, and yeah. Those are my thoughts on strollers and travel systems. Next, we have a carrier. Now, okay, I don't know why, but whenever I see this specific carrier, it looks cheap to me. I don't know what it is. If it's just it's $30. I don't know if maybe the waistband or the shoulder straps just don't look like fluffy enough to me, but I would recommend getting a decent carrier if you think you are going to use it. I did the Moby Wrap when they were really little, and then I had another carrier that it was very plush and it felt like it dispersed their weight very well. Also, it felt like it had a big area for them to sit on. You want to make sure that their hips are doing okay when they're in a carrier. And it's really important. I wouldn't get a super cheap carrier, if that makes sense. We don't need $100, but something more maybe in the $60 or $70 range. And definitely check out the reviews and check out the weight limits on it. I feel like it's an item to not overly invest in, but also if you're going to bother with it, make sure it's quality. Then we have a diaper bag. A lot of people don't put a diaper bag on their baby registry. I've noticed that. I've seen, oh gosh, I don't even know, probably a couple hundred baby registries at this point. And a lot of people don't put the diaper bag on. I don't understand why. To me, it's a need. It's a must-have. Now, you don't have to have anything when it comes to baby. Honestly, like saying it's a need, okay. Some people be like, I don't do a diaper bag. Great. But in general, for most of the population, it is a need. It is a want. So for me, diaper bag is a yes. It's not that expensive. We actually have transitioned out of using ours on the day-to-day. Like when I had newborns, yes, I would take it into the restaurant. I would take it places. I would use it. Now with older children, I keep it in the car as my backup bag. It has extra clothing in for my kids. So you know how sometimes mom will make a trunk organizer? I just use the diaper bag. Okay. My kids are older now. We are actually through potty training. I don't have anybody in diapers, but that diaper bag stays stocked. It has some medications in it. It has extra clothing, and then I might have a couple snacks in there that are non-perishables. So that's a handy way that I've continued to use my diaper bag past the point of us needing it on a day-to-day basis. So I would recommend a diaper bag, and you can give it a longer life. And with that, we are actually already done with this baby registry. If you notice, they did stick to a lot of essentials. The car seat was on here, the diaper bag, basic clothing, basic needs. Now, would I say they're missing a lot of things? Yes. Was there a crib? Were there crib sheets? No, they definitely were missing a lot of items. But it just depends on their story and depends on their life and their plan. All right, maybe they just wanted to really focus on the essentials first and then they'll add things later. I would love to help you make your baby registry right for you. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and comment, tell me more, or find the link in the description. And until then, there are a ton more baby registry reviews just like this on this YouTube channel. Check those out, find a longer video, and that's gonna go through more products and you're gonna get more opinions out of that video. All right, I hope I can help you prepare for baby in the best way possible. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Until then, have a wonderful day.